Hey guys, Corey from the Gorilla Pit. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Pit. What we're going to talk about today, guys, or what we're going to cover is we're going to talk about stress, okay, and understanding what to do around stress and identifying our stresses, okay. Now this could be really, I guess, depleting some of your gains in the way that a lot of us out there, we have our training on point, we have our nutrition on point, but somehow we're not getting the results that we think we should. And it will come down to stress, guys. So with stress and the body, what it's designed to do was back in the day, it comes down to the fight or flight syndrome. Okay, and hopefully we've all heard about this. So when the body was under stress, so back in the day when we're under stress, basically our adrenaline start pumping, we produce a stress hormone cortisol, which gives us an extra bout of energy to either stand and fight what's in front of us or run away from it. So for example, if the stress was, a saber-toothed tiger from the caveman days, it's right in front of us, then we get this sudden urge of bout of energy. We can either stand and fight saber-toothed tiger, hopefully kill it, or it's going to kill us, or we run away from it. Now the thing is there, it's a very physical, both of those scenarios are very physical, all right, and it's going to promote lactic acid. Now, the difference between then and now are our stresses are different. Okay, our stresses come from deadlines, our stresses come from family, they come from friends, they come from traffic, they come from bosses, they come from emails. Okay, now the thing with that is, as much as we'd like to stand and fight our boss, we can't, and we can't run away either. So what happens is the stress builds up, and then we do absolutely nothing about it. Okay, so we have that cortisol present in the body, but we're not doing anything with it. All right, now when something is present in the body, guys, it either needs to be metabolized, detoxified, or excreted, otherwise it stores. So this is where the problem is, okay, and this is where we might be storing a little bit of excess fat from not dealing with our stress. So what we're going to talk about today, guys, is first identifying your stresses. Okay, we want to start to understand what is stressing us out. Okay, so once we've understand that, then we can sort of start to make decisions on what to do about it. But if you do not know what is stressing you, then there's nothing that, absolutely nothing can do about it. So start to be aware of certain things when you are feeling a little bit stressed. What might have been that trigger? Is it a certain email? Is it a certain time of the day? Is it a certain time of the week where you're not getting enough sleep and things like that, okay? These are gonna be our stresses. If we understand what they are, then we can start to deal with them. A big thing that I ask myself when I feel stressed, and it's a very hard, it's a lot easier said than done, but first I say, okay, is there something I can do about it? If the answer is yes, then go and do it. You don't have to stress about it. If the answer is no, don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. There is nothing you can do about it. So like I said, a lot easier said than done, but if you can start to wrap your head around that and start to implement that in certain cases, it will start to bring those stress levels down. Number two is being aware of our stimulants. All right, when we're under stress, generally the first thing that we do is we reach for caffeine. Okay, the boss comes in, throws a file on our desk, this needs to be completed. What do? We go straight to the coffee machine. All right, and that's putting more stress on the body. So the last thing that we want to do when we're under stress is start to load the body with extra stress from stimulants and things like that. I'm going to throw alcohol in there as well. So two of the biggest things, guys, the two of the biggest killers with the stress when we're under stress is we use caffeine to try and give us more energy, or we use alcohol to try and forget about it. Both of those things are going to put the body under extra stress. And the third thing that we want to do, guys, is we want to promote lactic acid. So if we go back to the fight or flight syndrome, what sort of detoxifies that cortisol, what gets rid of that stress, is a promotion of lactic acid. Now, there's a lot more to it to that, but I'm going to keep it nice and simple. So what we need to do, guys, is develop a training strategy to promote lactic acid, so we can start to rid the body of this stuff. All right, so this is where high intensity interval training, this is where resistance training and things like that are brilliant. Okay, because it's going to build up that lactic acid and start to help detoxify that cortisol, bringing down those levels, and we're not going to store it. Like I said, if something's been metabolized, detoxified, or excreted, it's not going to store. So if we can start to manage those three things, guys, identifying our stresses, minimize the stimulants around that, and then promoting lactic acid, we're going to have a lot better time dealing with stress. So hopefully this helps. If it does, give us a like, give it a share. Identify those three things, start to put them into your daily routines, and let's see the difference that'll make, especially on your stomach.